Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. So I came across this Hispanic Latino woman's video. Now there is something that I have noticed about Latino women, and I am not judging, but this is something that I have noticed. Some of them that are married to white men, right, feel like their life is all made, which is like they love white men so much. And then when the person becomes a Republican, that is where the problem is. You see how extremists they are. Because this particular one is extremist. She said that she is really very happy that Elon Musk is instructing that they shut down the government. And I am asking I am saying, who is Elon Musk to instruct that the government should be shut down? Who is he in United States that he will make such decision, right? And this is to now tell you that you all are going to have an incompetent, incoming president. Because how can he be someone in the cabinet that is trying to tell the government it's himself that this is what we are going to do? That is to tell you that there is problem in paradise for those that do not understand. Now let's continue with this. Now I have checked around. I found out that some people actually do not have the knowledge of talking politics, but some people always want to come out and talk like they know. Do you know what it means to shut down the government? Do you know the money that will be lost? Do you know the lives? Because when you say shut down the government, a lot is going to happen, and especially in this festive period. You know what? Let's get into this.
Just shut it down already. Shut down the government. Congress tried to pass a $100 billion bill into place last night. And Elon Musk said, abso-fucking-lutely not. Let me tell you what this bill was packed with. Raises for all members of Congress, $175,000 to over $250,000 each. Yeah, because they need a fucking raise. They can't agree on anything. It was packed with safeguards to prevent any Congress member from being investigated. But for what, you ask? I don't know. That's what I'd like to know too. And money for a new Washington Redskins facility. So wait, you mean to tell me that hurricane victims still cannot get relief from our federal government, but they want to build a new football stadium? And Elon Musk suggested that any lawmaker that approves of this should be voted out of office within 2 years, which I agree wholeheartedly. Do they really expect that the American people are dumb and that we're not trying to get the word out? We don't want our money wasted anymore. And we're honestly fed up. Usually I come on this app and I'm pretty aggressive and I'm straightforward about my opinions and whatnot. I'm going to say this one calmly. Close the government. Shut it down. And I apologize to any service member or any member who works for our government that is going to be furloughed or that is not going to get paid during this time. But unfortunately, we cannot continue to allow this to happen. They are wasting all of our money on resources that have absolutely nothing to do with us, the American people. And we're completely fed up with it. So I say, shut down the government. Damn, I had no idea how clueless some Americans were. Now, this comment isn't directed straight at you, but you were just the most recent one that put a comment like this, so I'm going to reply to it. A lot of people saying that Elon Musk is not on the ballot and that Donald Trump is going to have a problem because Musk is getting a lot of attention. I think what some people seem to forget is that when you're voting for a president, you are voting for who they would also likely put in their cabinet. We didn't just vote for Trump. We voted for Elon Musk. We voted for Vivek Ramaswamy. We voted for Kash Patel. We voted for Tom Homan. We voted for a lot of individuals that we knew Trump would put in his cabinet on purpose. Because you see, while the president is extremely important, who he has on his team is far more important than that. And what they're going to do, what they're willing to do, RFK Jr., for goodness sakes, that is what we voted for as Americans. So yeah, it is kind of wild, right? Elon Musk was on the ballot. Maybe not physically written on the ballot, but we knew that we were going to get him involved if Trump became president. And that's exactly what we did. We voted for that because that's what we wanted. We knew that he was going to come in and make a difference. And say what you want about Elon Musk, but to be honest with you, there's not a single company of his that you question and go, that's not the best of the best company of what he created. Some of them may start off rocky, but what you see is what you get. The man is extremely intelligent. He is very good at business. And he's fed up with the fucking bullshit just like we are. And you and any other American should be grateful to have him on our side.
This is how the government shutdown is going to affect you. So Congress was literally minutes away from passing a bipartisan government funding bill. And then a billionaire in Trump said, don't pass it. shut the government down. There was so many good things in this bill, and these are the 10 ways you just got screwed. Number one, telehealth. It would have been expanded. It would have been easier for you to get your health care. Not anymore. Number two, tickets. You were about to get full transparency on ticket pricing for concerts and hotels, all that stuff. No more hidden fees. It's all gone. Number three, PBM reform. 60 million seniors nationally, 3 million in Ohio, 150,000 in my district alone lost out on savings on prescription drugs. All right, number four, year-round E15 sales. You were about to save 20 cents per gallon on environmentally friendly fuel options. All right, let's stick with farmers. Number five, relief for farmers. Farmers would have received $30 billion and a one-year extension of the Farm Bill. That's almost $450 million for farmers in Ohio. Number six, disaster relief. $100 billion gone in disaster relief funding. And this would have helped folks all over the country, communities that desperately need this money, $1 billion just for Ohio. Gone. Number seven, small businesses. They lost $2.5 billion. Number eight, childcare providers lost $500 million. Number nine, roads and bridges, $8 billion gone for roads and bridges. And finally, number 10, AI deepfakes. The bill included language that would have created new protections for you against AI deepfakes. With their government shutdown, you're talking about food that doesn't get inspected. You're talking about flights that get delayed because TSA employees don't get their paychecks, so some of them won't show up for work. Other federal employees, they don't get paid. I mean, it is a mess. I have been here for 2 years, and this is the most reckless thing I've ever seen. By the way, there is a solution. It is to ignore Musk, ignore Trump, pass the bipartisan agreement, and be done. Give folks all of these things, and let everyone enjoy the holidays.
92%. I want to make sure that we are all on the same page, that we are relaxing, we're resting, we're minding our own business. And specifically when it comes to January 18th, that we most certainly will be minding our own business. January 18th is their Women's March. That ain't got nothing to do with us. And I want to also make sure that on January 20th, we are minding our own business. I don't know, read a good book, binge watch a good television or television series or documentary on Netflix, Hulu, HBO. Go get a mani-pedi. Get a nice massage, a facial. Meet up with your homegirls, go to brunch. If you're working on that day, just dive into a work project. Yeah, focus on your work projects. Oh, or take a nice long nap. We minding our business on January 18th and on January 20th. Am I right? Let me know down below. As for this nonsense right here, the man has not even taken the oath of office yet, and it's nothing but chaos up in the halls of Congress. Yeah, they were working on a continuing resolution, passing a budget so that the government can stay open. Donald Trump and Elon Musk said, kill the bill. Don't pass nothing. Which means the alternative, the result will be that the government will shut down. The government will shut down. And that means that federal employees won't get a paycheck. That means our veterans won't get a check. That means our elderly who get Social Security checks, benefits, they won't get that. But Elon Musk and Donald Trump, they do not care. Yeah. This is where we are. There's only one president at a time. Currently, the president is Joe Biden. But Donald Trump, from Mar-a-Lago, he's interfering with the government. He's got his minions up there in the House doing his bidding. Yeah, they had all worked together, bipartisan, come up with a continuing resolution, and they were getting ready to pass it. And Elon Musk, Donald Trump, and Vivek Ramaswamy, all billionaires, said, kill the bill, threaten the Republican congressmen and women, saying if anybody signs off on that bill, it will basically be hell to pay. They will be primaried. That was from Elon Musk. And then Donald Trump came back with some other stipulation, child. Utter chaos. And the man has not even taken the oath of office. This is what y'all voted for. Yeah. 92%. We minding our business on January 18th and January 20th.
So Elon Musk's evil scientist-looking mother got on national TV and told working class people who said that they cannot afford to have children that they need to learn how to afford it because she need them to work for her grandkids. Wake up, y'all. Stop being distracted by racism, sexism, misogyny, bigotry, homophobia, transphobia, Islamophobia, xenophobia. Like, stop being distracted by all of that shit. The real enemy is capitalism. All that matters is if you are rich or if you are poor. And if you are poor, you don't matter. All of those systems were created to promote an illusion to collectives of people so that they believe that they are superior to other people. And while we bicker back and forth, capitalists and wealth hoarders are destroying our world as we know it. And they planning to take us out too. They essentially trying to bring back slavery. They don't care about giving us livable wages so that we can survive. They just want us to work. They raising the rent and paying little so that you will have to work 1, 2, 3 jobs. So 3 corporations get the benefit from your labor and you still struggle. Listen, American capitalism is rooted in slavery. And this is what I mean by these oppressive systems creating an illusion. You know how like non-black people don't feel like the history of slavery affects them or could have some impact on their lives? But American slavery was the first example of labor exploitation. And it quite literally created our economy. The 100% profit that they were receiving from the free labor of slaves is the reason we are a first world country. And you didn't think that should have come back because racism has deluded you into believing that you're superior to black people and you don't have to worry about the things that they have to worry about or the things that have affected them will never affect you. Now, groceries high, rent high, cars high, you got a family to feed, but you can't find a job with a livable wage. Even people with college degrees. Now you got to extend your labor to 1, 2, 3 different companies to keep up. You're a slave. And that was always the plan. Y'all truly need to wake up. Like now we know why there's an abortion ban. They want us to have children so that they could work them and exploit their labor. Y'all wake up.
Well, Elon Musk just stood in the way of billions of dollars of help for farmers and ranchers in America, and there's not a damn thing they can do about it. My name's Will, and I'm your favorite rural campaign and elections expert. Let's talk about it. I had to step into the truck to make this video because the wind is blowing hard here on the farm in southwest Missouri. But it's not the only thing that's blowing hard these days. So is the Republican commitment to small family farms and ranchers. I already made a video in the last couple of days that explained the opposing plans of Republicans and Democrats to help farmers and ranchers. The Democrats wanted a much more robust plan that would have added $20 billion every year to the farm bill going forward. The Republicans oppose that because that's what Republicans do. They give lip service to small farmers and ranchers, but they never come through in a pinch. So we ended up getting the smaller Republican plan without the long-term guarantees. And instead of raising hell about the fact that we were shortchanged in the matter, we did what we always do. We saluted and said, "Thank you, sir, may I have another?" And Elon Musk decided to step up and do just that, serve us another. Rather than passing the short-term spending bill that the Republicans and Democrats had agreed upon, you guessed it, Speaker Johnson reached out to this invisible committee that was never elected, has never been appointed, has never had its day in front of the Senate, and asked Elon Musk if it was okay to carry forward with the bill. And what did he say? He said no, because he has absolutely no understanding at all as a billionaire, worth $400 billion the last time I checked, what it means to try to run a small family farm. So yesterday, the spending bill was put on hold at Elon Musk's request, and now that relief that was going to come for small farmers and ranchers, isn't going to come anymore. And we've only got one day to fix the problem. And then we've got real problems. Now, I'm going to say it until I'm blue in the face, and I'm going to say it until you don't want to hear it anymore. Republicans are not looking out for our best interest, and it's time for us to hold them accountable. Now, I'm just a small farmer, but I still voted for Harris in this last election. And I did so because I care about the farming industry in this country. And I know which party has guaranteed the rights of foreign companies and foreign governments to buy American farmland. And it wasn't the Democrats. I know which party has stood up to give the greatest number of subsidies to farmers who can't set their own prices. And it was the Democrats. Now it's time for us to stand up and do the right thing as farmers and ranchers. It's crunch time, and those of you who are conservative can't let the culture wars stand in the way anymore of doing the right thing in regard to what's good for farmers and ranchers as a whole. Elon Musk is going to be awful for American farmers and ranchers. The tariffs are going to be awful for American farmers and ranchers. Mass deportations are going to be awful for American farmers and ranchers. And if you care at all about preserving farms and ranches, especially small farms and ranches in this country, then you better step up and do your part and leave the culture wars behind. Because crunch time is here, and a decision needs to be made now. That's the news from the Back 40. I'm Will, and I hope you have a great day.
So this is all I got from this video, and it looks like it's like joke. It's kind of a joke, but you all can see it's not a joke, right? It's kind of real. The whole thing is happening, and I think while I am recording this video, I think I learned that there is a bill that was passed to help stop the shutdown. I hope this is correct. I hope I am correct. And I really do hope that this shutdown ain't going to happen, because veterans and all that are going to really go through it, because nobody deserves something like this. It's Christmas. You know, it's holiday season. People are going to travel. How do you expect places to shut down? Now, let me say this. You see, some people are, I don't want to use this strong word, but some people really do not know anything, especially this, what's her name, this Latino woman. Some of them, when they get married to probably white men, they feel like their word is all made and the rest of it, forgetting that I don't know how she came to United States, but you all can see vividly that she is nothing but a Hispanic woman that really wants to be a white woman, but that it's her problem. Now, let me talk about how some people are really ignorant when it comes to politics. What are you saying that Elon Musk said shut down the government? Man, you are really very dumb if you say something like this. How is Elon Musk going to shut the government? Is he the president or vice president? As you all can see, the acting president is no other person but Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, which at some point, they actually do not have the power to shut down the government, to stop the shutdown. And also, Donald Trump also does not have much power to also shut down the government, right? And now, this is where the Congress comes in. Congress really do have a lot of power. And if you look around, who are the majority of Congress, you absolutely will understand that it's not other people but Republican. But then what would be on them if they decided to sit down and watch this bill being passed, right? Like, you know, this shutdown of a thing happened because a lot of people, like, do you know how many, the amount of money that would be lost just for that period that they shut down? And also the people that will go through a lot, because if that happens, man, everything is not like stagnant, right? A lot of people will be affected. If care is not taken, life will also be lost, right? So now I think there is also a bill that is passed right now to stop the shutdown, because who shuts a government down? Who does that? Not just being shut, not just shutting the government down. This period, not a good time. You all know that. Now, let me come back to the Latino woman. She said that voting for Donald Trump is at the same time voting for Elon Musk and voting for other people, FKRJ Jr. and the Vivek Ramaswamy, right? Like, really, how dumb could you be that the person you voted as a president chose ignorant people to be his cabinet? I am sorry to say, but that is how it is. What does Vivek know? What does Elon Musk and the people that is put as like health minister, FKG, what does he know about health? What does he know about that? Now the problem is misplaced priority, putting people that are not supposed to be where they are, and that is where the problem starts. I don't know if that makes sense, but please let's stop glorifying some certain things, because there is nothing. When I say nothing, nothing like putting wrong people at a right position. It's like watching everything crumble, and somebody, an ignorant person that know nothing about politics. Now, some people think when they can speak, they can communicate in English. They think that is understanding some certain thing. Speaking English does not equate, intelligence. I'm sorry to say that, but that is what it is, right? Having the in-depth and the knowledge of what you are talking about, it is the real thing. How do you come out to say shut the government? I am sorry that it's going to affect. Shh, shut up, because you know nothing about shutting down the government. Now, you see people like this, it is obvious that they are part of the people, the problem that people are going through. A lot is really going to happen. I mean, we are how many weeks away from the inauguration? Like Sister Tabitha said, I support and I second whatever she said. See, self-care, I heard they are going to march in January. Please sit down in your house, do whatever you are supposed to do. Watch them if you need to watch them on television, but take care of yourself. On 24th, the day of inauguration, take care of yourself. Sit in your house if it's going to be a holiday, sip your wine and have a good day. Enjoy yourself. It is none of our business. I know it's some certain things are going to get to us, but I am sure that our mind is already made, because we understand from the onset why we wanted some certain thing not to happen. But some people thought that we are just being, but yeah, it is what it is. And I am happy that all this are unfolding. Now, this is just a very great period for some people to reflect on some certain things, especially how they voted, which I am very sure that some of them are already feeling the impact. See, the man is not yet in the office. And it's been what happens when he becomes the president. Like, I was talking to my friend today. She is someone that looked like me. We were talking about politics, and we were talking about how the next year, I don't know how it's going to look like, but we are all being positive. But people do not understand that next year is actually going to really be a very kind of it's going to really be tough. So everybody got to buckle up. I see it already. That is, I am not saying that people shouldn't be positive. You really have to also be ready for the tough times, because as is economically, right, there will be some loopholes. But yeah, your ability to buckle up and fight it as it comes, that is what makes you who you are. Thank you so much for the support, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.